good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. I know we all need to be here as people who are African American feeling these struggles right now and our allies, because sometimes, to be brutally honest, it doesn't feel like they believe us until we have a spokesperson. So I thank you guys for being here. Help me. I can't breathe. He's going to kill me. Trigger finger counterfeit bill, telling the officer he can't breathe 15 times, one time too many, taking another black man's life. 8 at night, 8 minutes of pleading, a 2-minute video, one body to be buried, a cop with hands in his pockets and a smirk on his lips, pointing like Columbus finding land that did not belong to him, and he still proclaimed his innocence. You will move on to the next story while we scrape our men off of the streets. You let a guilty man go while we pick out a casket. You give him bodyguards to protect him while we choose his pallbearers. We are being gunned down like dogs, and they still have the audacity to say that racism doesn't exist. Say that the system wasn't built from the bodies of our sisters and brothers. Say I'm angry. Say I'm vicious. Say that I am an animal, so it makes it okay to kill me. They use our deaths to teach us lessons. Don't talk too loud. Don't fight back. Hope that they get off of you before you take your last breath. You have a bulletproof vest and still our phones prove no protection. We could catch our murder live and you would still call it fabricated. Understand that your story will never be just yours. Your movement will become theirs. Turn our Black Lives Matter into All Lives Matter, because when the topic is not on them, they feel shadowed. You can't be the main protagonist without a white companion. If you hate this country so much, why stay in it? Take this knee and call it unpatriotic. Call us scum. Tell me to go back to my country when this country is more mine than yours. Kaepernick. Yeah. Kaepernick got blacklisted and the cop gets repositioned. Takes a manhunt to bring a suspect in. Only did something when we saw the footage. We can have a group of Nazis walk down these streets and receive no punishment, but fight for the lives of black people and let the squads in. You want this skin, but not this condition. You want the show, but not the credits. You want my mouth, but won't take this medicine. In your vocabulary, injustice is called compromise. Injustice is just special treatment. One voice and make it 3/5 of a person, because it's easier if you can make a black person less than a man. And they wonder why we still rise in numbers. We are only seen as people when we are in groups. You hunted us down for centuries. You beat us, you lynched, you raped our women and children, and we asked for equality and they gave us bondage. Accepting these conditions or fall victim. We want to live, but you want to finish what your ancestors started. You killed someone's son. You killed someone's daughter. You tell us to get over it after you wash the blood off. Paint over our memorials. Make us watch as you try to erase us. Word of advice. Show them that the inside of your palms are the same color as their skin. Don't do anything that will make them want to come in. They will cut you open to see if you bleed the melanin you are so proud of. My mother told me from a very young age that if you must respect authorities, never speak too loud. If a cop stops you, don't do anything to scare him. Look down and stay quiet. Do anything you can to make it home. Don't make a mother bury her child. Apologize for my flesh. Sorry that her loving a black man gave me a death sentence. Be good and get home safe. One of my worst fears is bringing a beautiful black boy into this world. That I will have to fill his bedtime stories with warnings and package his lunchbox with silence and submission. I will have to raise 2 different people, his blackness and his image. That he will turn on the TV years from now and say, why do they kill us? I will tell him he needs to love his pigment, and he will say that it makes him a target. I will try to show him how to love his hair, and he will say that it feels like rope, tastes like heritage. When the teacher asks him what he wants to be when he grows up, he will say old. That he will look at a textbook and see our murders, wondering when he will get his plot. I will have to tell him what my mother told me. They will see your skin as a weapon, your voice ammunition. Cover up, but keep your head down. Hands up, don't make a sound. If you are too loud, they will kindly compare it to the sound of their bullet, asking if black people are so fast, why didn't you dodge it? Is this what they call family traditions? My culture was erased by privilege, and now it feels like the only thing I can pass down to my children is this noose, this gun, this knee, this barbed wire. Maybe one day he will stumble upon a story, a man with the name of Floyd, the marches that were held in his name, the air that his people breathed from him, when we got tired of being polite. Tired of being peaceful when a protest became a murder technique, angrier about a black man taking a knee against brutality than a white man taking a life. This is not just in Minneapolis, this is in our neighborhoods. One day I will look at my beautiful black boy and pray that he makes it home, that he doesn't run into the lie. I found that I have come to fear cops more than burglars. We don't want to call to have the fire extinguished in case they call us the arsonist. How can you question us when time and time again you have showed us that you will let us die? Ironic how a man who fought against gun violence died beneath a cop, suffocated on the irony when the cop proved to him that they can make any man disappear, that he would get his 15 minutes of fame from the grave. They thought that we wouldn't fight for him, that we would just not take back the air they stole from him. We won't let him disappear. We won't let this son, this father, this brother, this human being fade away. Did you know that one of the last things that George Floyd did was call out for his mother? Mama, he cried as if maybe the woman that had gave him life could have saved him, or maybe he called out to her because he knew he was going to die. Like a child seeking out his mother on a dark night, wanting comfort, but only feeling the concrete floor. Mama, help me. I can't breathe. He's going to kill me. Thank you.
Yeah!